Top stories and breaking updates just in this morning for our Sunrise Smart Start. Several cell phone providers, service carriers in the U.S. are experiencing outages this morning.
You might have already noticed it if you tried checking your phone as soon as you woke up this morning. T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, U.S. Cellular, and Consumer Cellular, every single one reporting outages. Some municipalities even reporting issues with 911 service. Definitely want to be careful there. The outages appear to all have begun around the same time, 3 a.m. this morning. That is according to CBS News. We will keep you updated on this as we learn more right here on News 8 and of course on our website as well, rochesterfirst.com.
In other headlines, a former teacher from Brighton will spend the next 3.5 years behind bars after he was caught with thousands of pornographic images and videos of children. Louis Carasone pleaded guilty in November. The judge also ordered the 45-year-old to pay $6,000 in restitution for the victims. The defense argued against prison time, saying Carasone was on depressive spiral in his life following neck surgery, adding he was in and out of therapy on medication. Here's the federal prosecutor.
Certainly one of the facts that came out in court today was the fact that he did surreptitiously record and show students in his class at Brighton High School. And that was another testament, as the judge noted, to the erosion of trust that these crimes and this particular defendant's crimes, that's the impact that they had on this community.
In court, while speaking, the defendant did apologize, saying he's sorry to anyone he hurt.
The man who kidnapped and sexually assaulted a young girl in Saratoga County pled guilty to his charges yesterday. That young girl was riding her bike at Moreau Lake State Park before she vanished around September of last year. You'll remember the national headlines on this, and after the intense manhunt, the child was found 2 days later, hidden inside a cabinet in a trailer. 46-year-old Craig Ross Jr. was tracked down after his fingerprints were found on a ransom note. He now faces 47 years to life in prison once his sentencing is carried out this April.
In Irondequoit, 3 boys have been arrested after police say they broke into the old Regal movie theater on East Ridge Road. The 3 were found outside the theater when the officers got there. Police say the boys admitted to prying the door open to get inside. The property managers did press charges. All 3 young suspects are charged with burglary.
Rochester City Council members calling for a recall of Kia and Hyundai vehicles that can be easily stolen, as those cars in particular are stolen at much higher rates. This is due to a design flaw, according to City Council members. City Council President Miguel Melendez says that the automotive company's past efforts to rectify these issues have not been enough. They ask the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration to step in and implement the recall. In a statement, the NHTSA says federal officials have been meeting with both Kia and Hyundai since 2022 over this issue and will continue working with the companies as well as authorities.
This story here is David versus Goliath. The owner of a sushi shop in New York City is getting support for his lawsuit, claiming Wegmans stole his business, copied it. Thousands of people have signed the online petition asking the Wegmans there to close the Japanese fish market at its Astor Place store. The petition is halfway to its goal of 5,000 signatures. The owner says customers are confusing his restaurant with the Wegmans fish market. He also claims that 3 other companies stole his secrets due to a potential sale and then shared them with Wegmans. A rep from Wegmans says that lawsuit has no merit. We're learning more about 2 federal lawsuits filed by people in Brighton who say that police department there did not have the proper procedures in place when responding to calls from the deaf or hard of hearing.
News 8 able to speak with one of these families that shares with us if police had brought an interpreter when they responded to their call, they believe this outcome could have been dramatically different for one of their deaf children. Aram Spitzer joining us live now in the studio with their story. Aram.
And Doug Matchett are deaf, as well as their daughter and son Scott. Scott also had autism, and as he got older with the transition from high school to college and seeing his sister grow up, he struggled with that. In 2021, Doug and Mary say they made calls to 911 concerned for their son and his mental health issues. They say they made a request for an ASL interpreter, but were told none were available. Mary says a call on August 19th, 2021 still haunts her. They called to report Scott's suicide, and police did not bring an interpreter with them. The family says if one did show up with police that day or any time before, it could have saved their son.
When you have autism like he has, that it's like a double barrier in and of itself. Well, then without an interpreter, I can't interpret for him, because understanding him and understanding the officers and the questions and all of these things, I mean, it makes such a huge barrier. It's heartbreaking to look, if you look at Doug and I, the nights, the days, the overthinking, loss of sleep, thinking like, I mean, this is just not right.
Doug and Mary say they hope this lawsuit will ensure no other family has to go through the same struggles they did. The town has also responded to this lawsuit, saying it plans to try these cases in a court of law and not in the court of public opinion, and it fully intends to address the specific allegations in its submissions to the court. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Iran. There's a new tool from the state trying to help low-income families avoid EBT scams. Governor Kathy Hochul announced this new system on the Connect EBT app. It will allow users to lock their cards anytime they're not using them. This comes in response to people who say they've had their benefits stolen off of their cards. Governor Hochul also encourages people to regularly change your PIN numbers. In December, Hochul also signed legislation requiring stores that accept EBT benefits to warn customers about these scams, as well as inform them on how to better protect themselves.
Sunrise traffic before we get to James and that final forecast. We are good to go. Been that way all morning. That's great to hear, everybody. Getting ready to head out. What have you got plans to do if you're going to work? Maybe you're taking the kids somewhere during winter break. For this day ahead, we're doing okay. Not nearly as perfect as it was yesterday, James, with the sunshine. Clouds have moved back in, but still mild out.
Yeah, really very comfortable for you. Easy morning to take.
Yeah.
Best chance for rain's going to be later this afternoon. A wave of showers probably coming in late tonight and then into tomorrow. There you go. 40s there for you. Not going to be amounting to much, maybe just a few tenths of an inch. For most, especially around Rochester, higher numbers in the Finger Lakes. Let's check out your 8-day forecast. So tomorrow's a kind of rain, snow early in the day, but a lot of the day is dry. A transition day down, big drop in numbers there, starting off Saturday morning. Chilly, teens, maybe a few flakes around, but late sun, and then here we go. Big warm up Sunday. We're getting into the 40s, run at 50 on Monday, and then 60s by the middle of next week. And that's it. That wraps up your long February.
Yeah.
Wow. 63 degrees heading into March. My goodness.
I know you usually talk in like a lion, but there'd be like a blizzard or something. And not quite for that. Yeah.
Warmth, wind, and rain with that system there.
We'll have updates on the forecast in your news in 30 minutes.
Have a great morning, everyone.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.